Hey Rick, so week one, we shot a steel challenge stage. It was accelerator. So in the box from the holster, draw your gun and engage the first 4 plates and then the stop plate. So 5 hits, accelerator to stop plates in the middle. If you look at the video, they're all painted orange. There's some plates off to the right that are part of a V drill we did for the second or for the later strings. So so you came up and just shoot steel challenge accelerator, just regular, go through it twice, and then we went through twice with double taps. So just hit each plate twice and the stop plate twice. After that we went to do a V drill. A V drill you could do with 3 plates, 5 plates, 7 plates. All that is throw your targets or your plates out there and hit the middle target with 2 hits, then the right target with 2 hits, back to the middle again, left target with 2 hits, back to the middle again, far right 2 hits, back to the middle 2 hits, far left with 2 hits, back to the middle 2 hits, and then 7 would go even bigger and bigger. So basically you're shooting a small number of targets like it's more. So we did 3 targets, so we're shooting it like it was 5 targets. 6 targets. Yeah. So yeah, center, right, center, left, center. So we've engaged the center plate 3 separate times with 6 hits. So it was a good day out there. It was kind of cold, but still nice. I told you I did shoot a revolver, so I've got that here. All right. So we've got a Ruger Super Red Hawk with a 5-inch barrel, chambered in 454 Casull. I've had it cut for moon clips. Moon clip, just a little clip. You clip your 45 ACP rounds in. Because they don't have a rim on them, they'll drop right through. I've got some dummies here for practicing, but so they just fall right in. That way they don't go all the way through, and that way I could shoot cheaper, less expensive ammo than 45 Colt or 454 Casull. Only problem is with all the extra free bore in here, and they've got a hard shoulder in the chamber. I don't know why, but there's this really abrupt step in there. The 45 ACPs don't hold such a tight group. So a guy at work was selling off all his reloading stuff, and he had some 45 Win Mag brass. And 45 Win Mag is just 45 auto, same dimensions of the case, just a little longer. So now I have less freebore. So I loaded some up with Trail Boss cowboy action shooting powder and some 250 grain. I used hard cast lead bullets, but I'm all out of those, and these are the only dummies I have that don't have primers in them. But so they fall in a little bit clunkier with the flats. Sometimes you can drop it in there and it'll just sit there because it doesn't have a round nose like most of your 45 ACPs. The only thing else I've done to the revolver is I bobbed the hammer a little bit, and the reason for that is if I ever do want to shoot single action, it's right up against the web there, and it doesn't bind. But with that full spur on there, as high as I get on the revolver, it wouldn't get into the single action notch. It's just hitting the meat of my hand. So I took it off. Took off just a little bit. So I mean, you can still single action it just fine, no problem. But just so I could actually have a grip, if I wanted to come back and cock it, I could get on it. But put a little wedge in the trigger guard here, and then wrapped it with hockey tape. It's kind of redneck, but it feels really good. It's a heavy pistol, the stop. But I just wanted to get it out and shoot it in competition, so I shot the 45 Win Mag cowboy action loads out of my Super Red Hawk. All I've got for it is just a leather holster. Retention strap's been cut off. Fits nice and snug in there. And then so I fed everything from, I can't remember who makes this, but it's designed for 45 ACP. So you can hold 8 of them in there, just up and in the gun. But with 45 Win Mag being a little longer, it just sits a little higher. And then I've got a couple of singles I carried and actually used these after I shot to bump over. But that's the one run I didn't get on video. So you have to take my word for it. I had some problems. I don't know if it's the cold weather, but I was running CCI 300 primers in the 45 Win Mag, and about 1 out of 10 I'd get a light hit on, and it wouldn't go off. So I'd just treat it like it didn't go to the next round. When I ran dry, throw fresh rounds in it, just work through it. So that's one reason why Micah got a 40-second jump on me with stage 1 in the pistol. I was having light primer hits. So essentially it's just like a miss because I had a sight picture, trigger press, and nothing happened. So it cost me an extra reload and a couple extra sight pictures and presses. So yeah, it was good. It was a good failure drill. But I think I'm going to shim the hammer a little bit so it's not rubbing the sides, and the hammer and the gun stays centered. And then I don't know. Maybe it's just cold weather. Maybe it's just the hard primers. I might have to switch to a different primer, but it's got no trouble with the stock 45 ACP loads. They're just not as accurate as I'd like. So we'll just we'll see there. But it was a good run. The way the scoring works, every miss is a 10-second penalty. So it's pretty heavy on scoring. It really lends itself to, or pushes you for accuracy, because you can have a couple of blazing fast 3-second runs, but you throw a miss in there, and that's a 13-second run. So it really pays to slow down, make sure you get your hits. If speed gets away from you, it really bites you in the butt quick. So right now with the cold weather, we're not running a lot of cardboard targets. Most of them are steel. Just either steel plates or the steel spinner, or we even have some hanging steel, or some poppers or some falling steel. It just depends on what the match director comes up with that day. But yeah, it was a good run. So they should be coming up next. I hope you enjoy.
You don't have the fail-safe rod.
So mine weren't extracting. Theirs.
No, yours wasn't feeding. The round wasn't coming up underneath. Theirs didn't just have enough oomph to cycle the slot. Two totally different. Give me when you're ready. Stand by. Stand by. 471.
Double taps?
Yep. Stand by. 722.
That's 20 rounder.
Stand by. 640. 640. Stand by. 362.